Aviation comes from the Latin word avis, which means bird. Hence, aviation deals with travel by air, especially in a plane. The aviation industry is a business sector dedicated to manufacturing and operating all types of aircrafts. It is one of the most exciting professions in the world, which requires the most talented and energetic staffs. Addition to punctuality, service quality levels also have to be met. The staff who work in an airport may remain unseen by most passengers, belong to what is known as ground handling, have a great impact on the success of each airline. Ground handling is an integral part of airline operations, starting from the staff at the check-in counter to the staff who put their hand on the aircraft for its maintenance. They all come under advancedly trained people. Aviation is an integral part of our society and needs qualified personnel for an array of aviation carriers. Now, it is the only industry in the entire world where an individual, no matter what department they belong to, needs to have a certain dress code or a uniform reflecting high levels of professionalism and discipline. Hence, you need to be skilled and reflect a keen interest, as many of the aviation jobs include extensive customer service contact requiring a strong communication and interpersonal skills. When you talk about civil aviation, it is hard to imagine a workplace more constantly active than an airport. Open around the clock 24/7, filled with passengers traveling to different parts of the world. Well, the pressure of getting things right is immense. Hence, airport personnel play a vital part of your journey, as otherwise you would never get to where you're going without them. In the aviation industry, aspirants have a plethora of job opportunities available to them. With that in mind, let's look at some of the most preferred aviation jobs. Ground staff includes departments like ticketing, security, load and trim officers, ramp staff, cargo supervisor handling cargo and special luggage. Now, depending on your job profile, you should also be able to lift heavy items, have strong communication skills, and be able to work both independently and with a team to complete tasks. Hours can vary significantly, so having a flexible schedule and being comfortable working during holidays and evenings is a plus. These aspirants can be from any stream like arts, commerce, or science. You must have a high school diploma or equivalent, though no additional licenses or education are required. Course fees for ground staff varies depending on the institute you plan to join for your training. The total fee will be ranging from Indian rupees 1 lakh to Indian rupees 1,50,000. For the ground staff, salary ranges anywhere between rupees 8,000 to rupees 15,000 for freshers. Air Traffic Controller ATC. These are officers who are responsible for coordinating the safe and orderly flow of air traffic. It is considered as one of the most mentally challenging jobs, as you have to make real-time decisions on a daily basis for monitoring speed, position, and altitude of aircrafts in their assigned airspace with irregular working hours. Qualification needed to apply for the civil ATC entrance exam are engineering degree in electronics or telecommunication, or radio engineering, or electrical with specialization in electronics with first class, that is 60% marks, or MSc degree or its equivalent with wireless communication, electronics, radio physics, or radio engineering as a special subject or equivalent with first class. The selection shall be made on the basis of written test, voice test, that is language proficiency test, personal interview, and medical fitness. Costs are borne by Airports Authority of India. During training, trainees are paid a stipend of Indian rupees 7,500 per month. The average salary for an air traffic controller is from Indian rupees 40,000 per month for beginners. Aircraft Maintenance Engineer AME. AME is a responsible and promising job, as you will be involved with every aircraft for regular maintenance check before every flight. AME is not a degree or a diploma course, but it is a training program for individuals with a degree after 10 plus 2 with physics, chemistry, and maths, on completion of which a license will be issued by the Director General of Civil Aviation, the DGCA. Now, the total fee of AME course is between Indian rupees 3 lakhs to Indian rupees 6 lakhs depending upon the institute. The government and banks also provide scholarship to the candidates as per government policies. After completing 2 years academic program, the candidate has to undergo live training in the live environment. The amount of stipend can vary approximately from Indian rupees 15,000 to Indian rupees 25,000 per month. Aircraft tow truck operator. Now, moving an aircraft is not an easy job, you know that. Of course, it helps if you use an aircraft tug, but then you still need a lot of skill to make it safely from one place to another. Hence, you need an excellent spatial orientation and logical thought. In what angle do you have to make the turn? Will the wings touch another obstacle like the walls or another aircraft parked next to yours? Or is there enough space? Well, do you need to be very good at maneuvering around obstacles? Well, the answer to these questions will come from experience and of course from special training. The operator of a conventional aircraft tug has to do a lot of learning to master his or her craft, and that takes a bunch of money and time too. The required qualifications are high school education, proof of aircraft towing training, completion of air traffic control radio communication training, at least 4 years of experience in towing operations, minimum 3 years of work-related experience in ground operations, skilled in operating ground handling equipment, airside safety awareness training, valid basic airside driving course, and fluent in English communication. Well, the average salary is from Indian rupees 30,000 per month. Aircraft marshaller. Marshalling is one-on-one visual communication between ground personnel and pilots and is a part of aircraft ground handling. Aircraft marshallers signal pilots to assist them in operations such as turning, slowing down, stopping, and shutting down engines. They lead aircrafts to their parking stands or to the runway. Things get more difficult during conditions with low visibility like heavy rains or hazy weather. The qualifications that you need to become an aircraft marshaller include a high school diploma, specialized training, and the ability to work outdoors in regional weather conditions. The training is designed to raise awareness of all organizational elements of RAM safety and to consider the various challenges which you face as a marshaller. However, in the process of becoming a professional marshaller, you'll also need to take general familiarization course that teaches you about each type of airplane, and most importantly, a marshalling training program where you learn all the marshalling signals based on the International Civil Aviation Organization standard. Flight attendant, also known as cabin crew, air host or air hostess, flight steward or flight stewardess, or a flight purser. If you have a pleasant personality of easily getting along with all kinds of people with a sense of responsibility, presence of mind, good appearance, patience to work long hours, team spirit, sense of humor, language proficiency, and of course good communication and interactive skills, you can consider a career in this department. Minimum age 18 years and maximum age in some airlines is 26 years to 27 years. Qualification 10 plus 2 any stream for domestic airlines in India, and you should be a graduate any stream for international airline. For girls, minimum height requirements is 5 feet 2 inches and for boys 5 feet 7 inches. You have to be medically fit and be able to read, speak, write, and understand English and Hindi languages. Knowledge of foreign language will be an added qualification for international airlines. You must be in possession of an Indian passport, have a perfect eyesight, complexion any color is good as far as you've got a clear complexion. You'll have to undergo initial screening followed by a written test, a group discussion, and a personal interview. If successfully selected, the airline will put you through necessary training in relevant procedures. Some institutes in India do offer their training programs for you to develop basic skills required for the profession. The entry-level monthly salary package for cabin crew in the domestic sectors range from Indian rupees 25,000 to Indian rupees 30,000, while for foreign airlines it is anywhere between Indian rupees 45,000 to Indian rupees 1 lakh. Flight dispatcher. The flight dispatcher is a licensed airman who is responsible for analyzing and evaluating the weather information to determine the safest, most desirable, and economical route of flight. Airport ground handling with flight dispatch is a technical career with good prospects. He or she is responsible for the legal document that provides authorization for a flight to depart. Qualifications required are 10+2 with physics and maths or a degree from a recognized university. No prior aviation experience or education is required to commence the course, since the course covers all the basic and the advanced topics including practical classes. The course structure. The flight dispatch course consists of 2 levels, that is level 1 which is fundamentals equivalent to 80 hours of training, and level 2 which is advanced 120 hours of training required. Students are required to complete the level 1 of the flight dispatch course before taking admission for level 2. This 12 weeks, that is 200 hours of flight dispatcher course contains well-structured curriculum as per DGCA's civil aviation requirement. Further, you need to be working for a minimum period of 2 years to accumulate experience with an airline. The operator will then recommend you to write the DGCA exams to get a flight dispatcher's license. The average salary for a trainee flight dispatcher is Indian rupees 17,000 per month. Pilot. To begin with, there are different types of pilots. Armed forces like military, navy and air force pilot, hobby flyers, search and rescue pilots, corporate pilots, cargo, and of course the most preferred, an airline pilot. To become a pilot, you need to be passionate, along with having skills like a high level of discipline, situational awareness, time management, adaptability, leadership qualities, excellent physical and mental health, teamwork, and clear communication, to name a few. Qualifications required are 10+2 with physics, chemistry, and maths. Minimum age 18 years to get a commercial pilot's license. Perfect vision of 6x6. Minimum height 5 feet 2 inches, which is a criteria for joining an airline. Details of what it takes to become a successful pilot will be covered in my mentorship program, the link for which has been posted below. Do register as it's only for limited students.